Welcome to today's practice. I'll be doing a root chakra pose. Called the chair pose. I'll walk you through this pose. And breathe 1 to 5 breaths. I'll walk you through this pose, and you can do it on your own, taking 1 to 5 yoga breaths. For this root chakra pose, we're going to start in the tree position, the tree pose. You can start with your feet together, your knees together, your thighs together. I prefer my feet hip width apart for this pose. I'm going to show you the pose with hip width, feet apart. Start in the tree pose. Have your thumbs pointed towards your heart. Get your feet even and aligned, so the tops of your toes should be aligned with each other. And press into the mat. You're actually going to be pressing as if you're twisting inwards. So your heels can press towards the outside, your toes can press towards the inside. This is going to give you an internal rotation of your hips and your thighs and your knees. You want to press your toes, the balls of your toes, the arches of your toes, the balls of your feet, the arches of your feet, and your heels. Press into the ground. So press and twist. Arms down at your sides now. And you're going to lift your arms as you dip your hips. Keep twisting. Keep pressing into the mat. You are going to be activating your core muscles here, as well as in your back and around your heart chakra. Press and twist into the mat. Activate these muscles in your back to lift your arms. Your arms should be resting into these muscles, not your shoulders. Don't put your weight on your shoulders. So I'll show you what this might look like from the side. Your goal will be to get the tips of your fingers all the way down your spine in a straight line. You can dip your hips as far as you can. The further you can dip them, the more you're activating. If it's easier for you at this point, you can keep your hands at your chest, your thumb pointed at your heart. These are modifications for when you're just starting out. If you're a little more practiced and you have a little bit more stability, go ahead and start out with your feet together. Your big toes and your ankles touching, your calves, your knees, and your thighs touching. Remember to internally rotate by pressing your toes towards each other and your heels out. Press your knees together. Arms at your sides. And dip. Press into the mat. Breathe 1 to 5 breaths. I recommend trying putting your feet together, even if you are a beginner, because you might just activate some muscles that you didn't know you could activate, and it might just feel excellent. That's what we're here to do. Feel excellent. Breathe in, breathe your breath all the way down to your core, all the way into your root, all the way down as far as you can, and expand. Breathe out and relax into your pose. When you breathe in, try to breathe into these muscles right here. Expand them. When you breathe out, try to relax into your knees. Try to just relax into that pose. So one more time. Toes flat. Pressed into the ground, toes twisting towards each other, ankles twisting outward, knees pressed together, hips internally rotated, arms down at your sides, lift your arms. One to 5 breaths at a time. Again, this is the chair pose. It's used in the sun salutation. It's used in many yoga sequences. And I'm excited to go further into what we can do with a chair pose as we dig deeper into how to root. Thank you for following me with my practice as a beginner, and here to show you that everyone starts somewhere. So I'm proud of you. The light within me recognizes and appreciates the light within you. Namaste.